Shanti. Good morning. So listen to Baba's Murli for 23rd April 25. The essence is, sweet children, this play is now coming to an end and you have to return home. When the Iron Age ends, the Golden Age repeats again. Explain these secrets to everyone. So do we understand that this play is coming to an end and it's time for all of us to go back home? This Iron Age is finishing, and then the golden age starts. Question: what is the main reason why souls have become tired while playing their parts? Answer: they have been performing a great deal of devotion. They have built many temples. They have spent a lot of wealth. By stumbling around, souls have become tamo pradhan from sato pradhan. Because they have become tamo pradhan, they are unhappy. When people are distressed for one reason or another, they get tired. The Father has now come to remove all your tiredness. So it's not physical tiredness, but it's more of mental, emotional tiredness that you see in people nowadays. And when we talk about mental and emotional distress or tiredness, it's again because how am I coping up with the external situation or distress? When my capacity or capability to cope up with it is less, I feel exhausted. I feel that the situation has taken all my energy, whether it is at work, whether it is at home, or whether it is a situation in the world. The more and more I keep thinking about it, I get drained. The more and more I just keep talking about it, I will get exhausted. So the only way to overcome this is to build my capacity to cope with it, right? So Baba says that and souls have been taking birth and rebirth and birth and rebirth. So we've been carrying these sanskars for so many births now. We've stumbled around for so many births. And that's why the soul is exhausted. We might not be able to hear that in our voice, but sometimes the voice is like, how much more? How much more? Again, I have to do this again, or I have to go through this again. Now, that voice is telling me that something needs to change inside because I'm feeling it like a repetition. And that's why God enters our lives to break this cycle for us. This cycle of going through the same sorrow, going through the same suffering and pain in our life. So Baba says that I come and remove all your distress and sorrow. So do I trust Baba? Do I trust Baba that yes, Baba is removing all my distress and sorrow? Or am I too busy or occupied with the situation in my life that I don't even pay attention to what Baba is saying? Om Shanti. The spiritual father sits here and explains to you, children. What is his name? It is Shiv. Since you children are sitting here, all of you should remember this very well. Everyone's part in this drama is now finishing. When a play is about to end, all the actors know that their parts are finishing and that they then have to go home. The Father has also given you children understanding. No one else has this understanding. The Father has now made you sensible. Children, this play is now coming to an end. Now, once again, the cycle has to start from the beginning. The golden age was in the new world. Now, in the old world, it is the end of Iron Age. Only you who have found the Father know about these things. You have to explain to new ones who come that this play is now coming to an end. After the end of Iron Age, the Golden Age will once again start to repeat. It's like the cycle of night and day. After every night, there is day, dawn. So, in the same way, Baba says, after Iron Age, Golden Age repeats. All souls here have to return home. This play is now coming to an end. Therefore, people believe that total annihilation takes place. You now know how the old world is destroyed. The land of Bharat is imperishable. That means annihilation doesn't take place. Complete gone, everything burned to ashes. Doesn't happen like that. This land of Bharat is imperishable land. So this land doesn't get just completely gone, disappeared. No, that doesn't happen. The Father also comes here. All other lands will be destroyed. These thoughts cannot enter anyone else's intellect. The Father explains to you, children, this play is now coming to an end. It then has to repeat. Previously, the word play was not in your intellects. We used to say, for the sake of saying it, that this is a world drama in which we all are actors. Previously, when we used to say this, we considered ourselves to be bodies. So when Shakespeare said this, right, this world is a drama stage and we all are actors, did we really think about the soul in that, or we thought about this character that I'm playing with this body? So we thought that Sonia is an actor in this drama. I didn't think that I, the soul, am playing the part of Sonia as an actor in this drama, right? So Baba says, consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. We now have to return home. That is a sweet home. We souls reside in that incorporeal world. No human beings have this knowledge. You are now at the confluence. You know that you now have to return home. When the old world ends, devotion too comes to an end. It is not mentioned in the scriptures who comes first or how the religions come number wise. No scriptures explain this because, again, scriptures are limited to religion. Each scripture only refers to that particular religion. So it doesn't give an understanding of all the religions, right? So Baba says it is the picture of the cycle that gives us the knowledge of all the religions. The Father explains these new things to you. No one else can explain them. The Father only comes once to explain. The Father, the ocean of knowledge, only comes once when a new world has to be established and this old world to be destroyed. Together with having remembrance of the Father, you must also keep this cycle in your intellects. This play is now ending and we are to return home. We have become tired while playing our parts. We spent a lot of money. While performing devotion, we became Tamopradhan from Satopradhan. The whole world has become old. Would you call the drama old? No, the drama never becomes old. The drama is new each day because I don't know what is in stock, right? That's why it is new. Even though we have gone through this drama cycle for so many births, so many times, right? Every cycle, so many times. But each time we are in this drama cycle, it still feels new. So it constantly continues. However, this world becomes old and the actors become tamopradhan, unhappy and tired. You will not get tired in Golden Age. There is no question there of becoming tired or distressed about anything. Here you have to see many types of distress. You know that this old world is to be destroyed. Do not remember any of your relatives, etc. Only remember the one Father. By doing this, your sins will be absolved. The word Manmanabhav is mentioned in the Gita, but no one understands the meaning of it. The Father says, remember me and remember the inheritance. You were heirs of the world, that is, you were the masters of the world. You are now becoming those heirs of the world. Therefore, you should have so much happiness. You are now changing from shells into diamonds. You have come here to claim your inheritance from the Father. You know that when your degrees decrease, the flowers of the garden begin to wilt. You are now becoming a garden of flowers. So we are becoming the garden of flowers. The golden age is a garden. It is so beautiful. Then gradually the degrees begin to decrease. After a reduction of 2 degrees, the flowers in the garden wilt. It has now become a forest of thorns. You now know this. No one else in the world knows anything. This knowledge that you are now receiving is new knowledge for that new world. A new world is being established. It is the Father who does this, who carries out the establishment. The Father is the creator of the world. They remember the Father and call out to Him, come and create heaven, create a land of happiness. Therefore, this land of sorrow will surely be destroyed. Baba continues to explain every day. Imbibe these things and explain them to others. First of all, explain the main thing, who our Father is and who we have to claim the inheritance from. So the main thing is introduction of the self and introduction of God. People on the path of devotion remember God the Father. They pray, remove our sorrow and grant us happiness. Therefore, you children should also keep this awareness in your intellects. Students at school keep knowledge, not household matters in their intellects. They are not any business matters in a student life. Only their studies are remembered. You ask any kid who goes to school, the only two things that's in their mind is studies and playing, right? Anything else? Do they think about how do I earn livelihood? What are my parents doing? They are working so hard. How can I help them? They don't worry about any of this. In their intellect, it's only the school, study, and playing. So, in the same way, Baba tells us that we are children now. So, in our intellect, it should only be school, that is this godly school, the study, and playing, that is playing my part in this drama, detached. I play my part in this drama, and so is everybody else. So let me enjoy this part. And then what about my livelihood, job, everything? Give it to the Father. Right? Just as the kids, they know parents will take care. So I should have the faith that Baba will take care. I'm following what Baba is saying. Pay attention to this knowledge, the school, knowledge and yoga, and play my part in this drama to the best. Everything else, Baba takes care. So I don't need to worry. That's why Baba says, become carefree emperors. So here, while doing everything and living at home with your families, you're told by the Father to study this. He doesn't say that you must leave your homes and families like sannyasis. This is Raj Yoga, the household path. You can also tell the sannyasis that theirs is Hatha Yoga. They renounce their homes. It is not like that here. This world is so dirty. Look what's in it and how the poor people live. There's distaste on seeing that. All the visitors who come from abroad are shown very good places. They are not shown how the poor have to live in those filthy places. This is hell. However, there's a great deal of difference between the places where the rich live and the places where the poor live. And you can see that contrast in India very clearly. So Baba says all of that is on account of their karma. There cannot be such filth in golden age. There are differences there too, because there will be the king's palace and there will be the subjects' homes, right? But it's not very much visible. There will be difference, but still everyone's house will still be made of the Baba says gold and jewels and all of that. The size will be different. That's pretty much it. So Baba says some will build palaces of gold, some of silver, and some of bricks. Here there are so many lands. Even Europe is so large. There it will only be us. Just by keeping this much in your intellects, your stage will remain very cheerful. You students only keep the study of the Father and the inheritance in your intellects. It has been explained to you that very little time remains. Those people speak of hundreds of thousands of years. Here it is a matter of 5,000 years. You children can understand that your kingdom is now being established and that the rest of the world will be destroyed. This is a study. If your intellects remember that you are students and that God is teaching you, you will also have a lot of happiness. Why do you forget this? Maya is very powerful. She makes you forget even this. All of you are students studying in the school, in this godly school. All of you know that God is teaching you. At other schools, you are taught many different kinds of knowledge, and there are many teachers. Whereas here, there is only the one teacher and only this one study. There are there are so many courses and subjects in the school out there, but here there are only four subjects, right? And only one teacher teaching all the four subjects. However, assistant teachers are definitely needed. There's only the one school. All the rest are its branches. So the main school is Madhuban, and all the other are branches. And in the branches, there are assistant teachers. The instruments are assistant teachers. Only the one Father teaches us. The Father comes here and gives happiness to everyone. You know that you will remain happy for half a cycle. Therefore, you should have the happiness that Shiv Baba is teaching us and that he is creating the creation of heaven. We are studying to become the masters of that heaven. You should have so much happiness inside you. Students outside have to prepare their food to eat and drink and also do all their housework. Yes, some do stay in hostels so that they can pay more attention to their studies. Some daughters live outside in order to do service. Many types of people go there. Here you are sitting so safely. No one can force his way in. You do not have anyone else's company here. You don't have to talk to impure ones. You don't have to see anyone's face. Nevertheless, those who live outside are able to go faster because they face so many challenges, right, outside. So they are able to use more powers, use more knowledge, constantly be on their toes. Whereas those who live at the centers or in Madhuban, they are very well protected. So Baba says that's why those who live outside are able to go faster. It is such a wonder that those who live outside teach many others and make them similar to themselves and bring them here. Baba asks what news they have. What kind of patients have you brought? Some are such sick patients that they have to be kept in a bhatti for 7 days. You must not bring any Shudras here. This Madhuban is like a village of you Brahmins. The father sits here and explains to you children. He makes you into the masters of the world. Any Shudras you bring here would spoil the vibrations. Shudras meaning again someone who has not understood the self or the father. So they'll keep on talking waste, doing waste, thinking waste. So that will change the vibrations. The activity and behavior of you children has to be very royal. As you go further, you will have many visions of what will happen there, of how even animals there will be very good. Everything will be very good. Nothing of golden age exists here, and nothing of here can exist there. It is in your intellects that you are passing the exams to go to heaven. To the extent that you study, you must accordingly become teachers and show the path to others. All of you are teachers. You have to teach everyone. First of all, you have to give them the introduction of the Father and tell them about the inheritance that you receive from the Father. The Father spoke the Gita. There is Prajapita Brahma, so there must also be Brahmins here. So the word Brahmins is created from Brahma. So children of Brahma or those who follow Brahma's directions are Brahmins. So Brahma too continues to study with Shiv Baba. You are now studying in order to go to the land of Vishnu. That is your Alokik home. There is the Lokik, the Parlokik, and then the Alokik. So Lokik, father, is physical father who is in this world. Parlokik father is Shiv Baba, the one supreme father, who is in Parlok, which is beyond this world, Paramdham. And then Alokik father, which is Brahma Baba, goes to become Narayan or Vishnu, and that is the Alokik world, Alokik, or Alokik home, or even subtle world. Right? Brahma Baba in his Avyat form is in the subtle region. So that's also our Alokik home. These things are new. People on the path of devotion never remember Baba. No one even never remember Brahma. They don't know Brahma. They don't know what Brahma does. They only know Brahma as the creator, but they don't know exactly what does he create. So no one even knows how to say Brahma Baba. They remember Shiv Baba and pray, liberate us from sorrow. He is the Parlokik Father, and this one is the Alokik Father. You see this one in the subtle region and also here. Alokik Father is also seen here in this world, whereas the Parlokik Father is only seen in the world beyond. This is then the Alokik, wonderful Father, Brahma Baba. People become confused in trying to understand about this Alokik Father. Shiv Baba is called the incorporeal. You say that he is a point of light. People say that he is the eternal light or the Brahm element. They have many various ideas, whereas you only have one direction. The Father started giving directions through this one. Then there was so much expansion. Therefore, it should be in the intellects of you children that Shiv Baba is teaching you. He is making you pure from impure in the kingdom of Ravan. You definitely had to become impure and tamopradhan. So in Ravan's kingdom, we had to become tamopradhan. The very name is the impure world. Because everyone is unhappy, they remember the Father and say, Baba, remove our sorrow and grant us happiness. There's the one Father of all the children. He would only give happiness to everyone. In that new world, there is nothing but happiness for you. Everyone else stays in the land of peace. Let it remain in your intellects that you are now to go to the land of peace. As the time comes closer, You will be able to see what the world of today is and what the world of tomorrow will be. You will see everything. You will see the kingdom of heaven coming closer. Therefore, the main thing that is explained to you, children, is let your intellects remember that you are sitting in a school. Shiv Baba has come and is teaching us whilst riding in this chariot of Brahma. This one is the lucky chariot. The father would also definitely only come once. No one knows what the name lucky chariot means. When you children sit here personally in front of the father, your intellects should remember that Baba has come. He's telling us the secrets of the world cycle. The play is now coming to an end and we have to return home. To keep this in one's intellect is very easy, but some of you are not even able to remember this. The cycle is now ending. We now have to return home. We will then go to that new world and play our parts. Then after us, so and so will come. You know how the whole world, how this whole cycle turns and how the world population grows. It changes from new to old and then from old to new. You can also see the preparations for destruction. There will be natural calamities too. All the many bombs that have been made will definitely be used. So much damage will be caused by the bombs that there will be no need for human beings to battle. The bombs will just take care of everything in like one shot, right? Soldiers will be released from the army and bombs will continue to be dropped. Therefore, all of those people dismissed from their employment will starve to death. All of that is to happen. What will the soldiers do then? There will be earthquakes. So, if there are no jobs, because they know that the bombs can take care of everything, why are soldiers needed? So, many will lose their jobs. They will sit at home. And what will they do? There will be earthquakes, bombs will continue to be dropped, people will continue to kill one another. There has to be bloodshed without cause. Therefore, when you come and sit here, think about all of these aspects. Continue to remember the land of peace and the land of happiness. Ask your heart, what am I remembering? If you are not having remembrance of the Father, your intellect must definitely be wandering elsewhere. Dadi Gulzar used to say, right? Either there is Baap or Baat. So either there is Father in your intellect or there's something else in your intellect or someone else. Your sins won't be absolved by your doing that, by remembering others. Your status too will be reduced. Acha, if you're not able to remember the Father, think about the cycle. Then happiness will rise. However, if you don't follow Srimad, if you don't do service, you're not able to sit in Babdada's heart. If you are not doing service, you would be causing distress for many others. Some make many others similar to themselves and bring them to the Father. Like yesterday, Baba said, if you're wasting your thoughts and time, it's not just wasting your thoughts and time, but you're also wasting others because you're not doing seva. You're not bringing souls closer to Baba. Therefore, Baba becomes very pleased to see them, those who serve others and bring them to the Father. Acha, to you, sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning. From the mother, the father, Bab Dada, the spiritual father says Namaste to you, spiritual children, and the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharna. In order to remain constantly cheerful, keep this study and the Father who is teaching it to you in your intellect. In order to become constantly cheerful, keep this study and the Father who is teaching you in your intellect. While eating, drinking, and doing everything, pay full attention to this study. In order to sit in Babdada's heart, follow Srimad and do the service of making others similar to yourself. Don't cause distress for anyone. Today's blessing. May you be able to control your mind. May you be able to control your mind and concentrate with an injection of bodilessness. So may you be able to control your mind and concentrate with an injection of bodilessness. Nowadays, if someone goes out of control, if he causes a lot of trouble, jumps around, or goes crazy, he's given an injection, right? Usually they give an injection and put them to sleep, right? So Baba says, in the same way, if your power of thought is not under your control, give yourself an injection of bodilessness. That means become bodiless in a second and go home. That is the injection. Your power of thought will not then jump around. You will easily be able to concentrate. However, if you give the reins of your intellect to the Father, but then take them back, your mind would create unnecessary hard work. Now become free from unnecessary hard work. So give the reins of the mind to the Father. Become bodiless, go home, just be with the Father. The mind automatically becomes calm. Slogan. Keep your ancestor form in your awareness and have mercy for all souls. Keep your ancestor form in your awareness and have mercy for all souls. What is our ancestor form? Go back, 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 back. What is my ancestor form? It's the deity form. So the deity form. And then what else? I become worthy of worship. That's also my ancestor form. So as worthy of worship, whoever comes to me receives something from me. Am I able to bless them? Am I able to give them happiness, take away their sorrow? So have mercy for all souls. Don't think that, oh, this one does this one does that. I'm not going to think good for them. No. As an ancestor soul, it's my duty, my responsibility to give everyone good wishes, pure feelings, blessings. Today's awake signal, just as the soul and the body perform actions while combined, in the same way, both karma and yoga are combined. While performing actions, do not forget remembrance, and while staying in remembrance, do not forget karma, because your title is a karma yogi. Those who stay in remembrance while performing actions remain constantly detached and loving. They remain light. Together with being knowledgeful, also be in a powerful stage. Let both the stages of being knowledgeful and powerful be combined, and the work of establishment will take place at a fast speed. So, experience of combined form today is Karma Yogi. So, also knowledgeful, powerful, combined. So, it shouldn't be that I only have knowledge, 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 and no power because I have not used or applied this knowledge. Think about it. If someone went into medical school to become a surgeon, has all the theoretical knowledge, but has no practical, not performed any surgery, will you go to such a surgeon? Can that surgeon ever perform any surgery? No. Right? So in the same way, Baba saying, knowledgeful, powerful, combined. Theory, knowledge, power, knowledge is power. When knowledge is applied, it becomes power. So application of this knowledge, churning this knowledge, using this knowledge, dharna, right? Inculcating this knowledge is making me powerful. And this knowledge is not just knowledge of divine virtues, or the knowledge that Baba is teaching us is not just knowledge of karma or divine virtues or the drama cycle, or no, it's everything. So in this knowledge, there is knowledge of the self, knowledge of who God is, knowledge of karma, knowledge of drama, right? Knowledge of how can I become powerful, right? Remembering Baba, everything package. So in this knowledge, yoga is also part of this knowledge, right? So I cannot say that, oh, just by listening to Murli, I'm getting the knowledge. I will use the points of Murli and I will become powerful. But if there are already these layers on the soul, layers of vices or weaknesses on the soul, then this fresh knowledge will not be able to stick, right? If you ever see that, when people paint their homes, when people paint, um, what do they do? First, they will scrape away the old paint, right? They scrape away the old paint. Then they apply the primer paint and then the paint, right? What if they were to apply the paint on top of the layers and layers and layers? It won't stick, it will just peel off. The paint will fall off. And if there was some dark color paint and now you want to paint it light, so many, if you'll have to coat so many coats of the light paint, right? To actually just cover the dark. But what happens with so many coats, it becomes, right? It's not natural. It doesn't look, right? It becomes thick and then it just falls off. So in the same way, if I don't remove the weakness or the vices, which are the layer on the soul, but I keep applying, I keep adding knowledge, it slips away. It doesn't stay. And that's why remembrance. So knowledge and yoga go together, and knowledge and becoming powerful goes together. That's why Baba says karma and yoga go together. Karma yoga. When I say that I don't have time to sit and remember Baba, Baba says, okay, while performing actions, remember me. Remember me as your friend, as your companion, as your guide, as your father. Experience different relationships with me. Remember me while performing actions. Right? So the combined stage, being combined with the Father. And today Baba said that tiredness comes because the mind gets tired, because of what I keep telling myself again and again, because of the distressing situations from outside that is creating an impact in the soul, right? Because remember, we've gone through these in previous births as well. And what is happening is the sanskars of sorrow are already there in the soul. So when new situation comes, that sanskar of sorrow is getting reinforced. And this reinforcement of the sanskar of sorrow, suffering, pain, sadness, anger, right? All of these is creating heaviness in the soul. And that's why the soul gets tired. Right? So it's just like that paint, the dark color paint. It's becoming darker and darker and becoming heavier on the soul. So the soul is getting tired. So the only way to remove, to become light, to feel energetic, is to remove the weaknesses. And that happens only through yoga, through remembrance of the Father. That's why Baba says, only through remembrance your sins are absolved. There's no other way. Only by listening to Murli will not do this. What I listen in the Murli, and every day Baba tells me, remember me. So when I apply that remembrance, then I can become pure. Right? So let's go home to our Parlokik Father. Let's remember Baba. In 1 second, I see myself in my home, the world of silence, the land of peace, with my parlokik father, the ocean of knowledge, who grants me salvation, who makes me worthy, who makes me pure and beautiful. Baba and I are combined as Shiv and Shakti. I come back into this awareness of this body and visualize your day as you're performing actions. I perform my actions being combined. I'm a Shiv Shakti. Baba is with me as my constant companion, as a canopy over me, as my friend walking alongside, holding my hand. I'm a karma yogi. Shanti. Om Shanti. So have a great day with Baba. I'll see you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.